Welcome to the Legally Speaking podcast, Legal Tech Talk Uncovered mini-series powered by Clio. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Harri Davies, Associate Director at Aspiring Solicitors.
And it's great to have you on the show. I know we've followed each other's journeys on social for a long time and we're big fans of what you're getting up to over at Aspiring Solicitors. How are you finding the conference?
It's been brilliant, absolutely huge. Biggest one I've been to since the pandemic, no doubt. And just a massive variety, diversity of professionals, employers. It's really interesting discussions. And I was running into you, always a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. They all say that. I joke, of course. So can you describe a bit more of your focus and what you're kind of really doubling down on?
So we're a social enterprise and we're about creating opportunity. We want to help the best diverse talent access the profession, not just private practice, but also in-house opportunities. And this legal profession is changing quickly. We want to equip our members, who are all from the four main diverse groups, with the skills, experience, ambition to really be at the forefront of changes in this profession and be at the forefront of the talent that's helping it transform into modern practices, AI, which is the word you've probably heard a million times today, and other areas. And it's been great to meet some of the in-house counsel and other lawyers that want to support us in that mission.
Yeah, and again, you really are doing the doing and walking the talk as well. The fact that you're at these conferences, you're networking, like you say, the profession is changing. And unless you're going to go and acquire the information or get access to people that are those change makers, it's never going to happen. So I love that you're here. I love that you're championing it. I love everything you stand for. But it's never easy. And there are always challenges whenever you have a bold mission or you're trying to drive something. So what are some of the challenges you specifically identified and how are you going about addressing them?
For us, it's about empowering people that care about diversity to make a difference. Those are the people that enable these impact schemes to happen and that ensure that results are happening. It's about ensuring that in this crowded space that we're measured by the fact that these individuals are going and becoming the top performers in their firm. One individual that we supported was the first in his family not to have gone to prison on the male side, and now he's the top billing associate at a US firm that we work with in London, and that is the sort of story that's happening time and time and again. And so for us, it's about how do we marry up those ambitious people in this profession that want to open the doors, that want to lift people up, that want to make a difference. And I'm pleased to say that a number of those people are in the room here today, and a lot of exciting talks are in place to launch more initiatives.
Yeah, and I mean, just listening to that, I can't help but inspired, want to support what you're doing, and yeah, I just think it's fantastic. But obviously, there's more all of us can be doing. Back to the conference. Obviously, there's a big buzz in the air. What's been a standout moment for you thus far?
I had a really good talk earlier about the power of listening. Of course, you and I are talking. Everyone around us is talking, but ultimately, the way you can become a really good leader and how you can really develop the strongest relationships is how well you can listen. And one exercise you took away was to say, try and have 2 or 3 minutes of silence a day. And it made me laugh. I live in central London, and I used to live in Bristol. We used to get a lot more silence. I know you've just moved to Manchester yourself, so you know what it's like, but I think there's a lot in that. And I think that's something that's overlooked in this polarizing society where we're not listening to each other as much as we could be. And for me today, it's about listening to what these leaders want to achieve in ED&I, and how we at AS can support them in those objectives and in that mission.
Yeah, I love that. 2 ears, 1 mouth. And there's a big difference between listening and active listening. And, it's so important to understand that it's a skill that we should all be working on. I've been in the world of entrepreneurship and sales for, over a decade. And I say the best salespeople are the best listeners and genuinely listen to kind of understand what are those needs, what are those wants. It could be the turn, it could be their tone, it could be that change of pace, it could be an emotion. All of those little 1% things that you can pick up from active listening. So powerful in terms of building rapport and a relationship. I think I listened to your last point. You mentioned about listening skills. What are your future plans then at Aspiring Solicitors? You've talked about it. What are you guys getting up to? And where can people find out more about what you're getting up to? Feel free to shout out any social media handles, any website links too.
Thanks, Rob. So 10 years AS was founded, and in our 11th year, there's a difference between getting in and getting on. And it's like getting on aspect that we are increasingly putting more time towards. We work with BCLP and a number of other firms with giving coaching and support to current trainees and newly qualified lawyers. And already we're seeing massive impact in terms of how they are performing on the metrics, on the career development framework. That's meant that a number of people across the firms we work with that might not have been retained are now actually in a position where they're wanted by the business. So for us, it's expanding that aspect. It's for ensuring that our alumni continue to feel supported, because there's other things beyond performance that impact your enjoyment and your progression within a firm. And so for us, it's continuing to provide that support, to be that trusted third party. It's giving them that feeling that there's someone always backing them. There's always someone that's got their best interests at heart. So for us, it's continue to expand that, continue to expand on the number of in-house teams we work with, whether that's the likes of Revolut, Meta. There's another big tech company we're very close to hopefully getting over the line. I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you in the next few weeks. And so for us, that is a huge focus going forward, alongside the very strong partnerships we have with private practice and the ones that make a real difference to diverse talent that's fulfilling their potential.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, we absolutely support that. And it's the best place for people to find you, LinkedIn or websites?
LinkedIn, yeah, aspiringsolicitors.co.uk, and our Instagram at Aspiring Solicitors, also a good place to find out about our latest opportunities.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much, Harry. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the Legally Speaking podcast, doing it in person, doing it live. Wishing you all the best and everyone at AS and what you're getting up to. But for now, from all of us on the show, over and out.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you like the content here, why not check out our world-leading content and collaboration hub, the Legally Speaking Club, over on Discord. Go to our website, www.legallyspeakingpodcast.com, for the link to join our community there. Over and out.